Going. All right, I'll say, continue.
Good evening, Bashar.
And to you.
A pleasure to be here again with you. I have been experiencing more and more connectedness to more aspects of myself.
I
sort of feel like that energy globe or sphere that you've described, with connections extending into all dimensions.
All right.
And to other civilizations as well. Also, last week when I was driving down the freeway, I was listening to some very moving, very emotional Scottish songs, and I found myself channeling that sort of vibration through my own experiences to Essassani, and feeling that it would be a way for all of you to maybe understand more about how we experienced our lives in separateness and all the aspects of eons of judgment and so forth that we're now transforming out of.
Thank you. We have our particular civilization, along with many other civilizations, but with our particular civilization, very strong connection to the energy vortex in that area you call the Isle of Man.
Aha. Well, that's very synchronous, because I was re-experiencing for myself all of those lifetimes of, marching into battle behind the bagpipes and feeling all those emotions and thinking this is like the last bit of that, the third density manner of experiencing those ideas. But underneath it all was always that spirit.
We can at this time now, because this gate has opened and passed, reveal in this way some information which may in your terms seem innocuous enough on the surface, but which will open many gates within many of you this night of your time, and allow you to explore what has been held to be the subterranean areas of much of your consciousness. You have been told that we are not so much speaking your language, but it is our thoughts, in a sense, that are activating within the channel subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever vocabulary is inherently been programmed within him, and translates your concepts, your language, our concepts into your language, utilizing the physical channel as a translation device. Now, the idea of the channel subconscious in perceiving us to be, as you would say, foreign, is what is the mechanism, as you say, responsible for, time to time, adding what you would perceive to be an accent to the words that come through the physical channel.
I've always loved your accent.
But now specifically, well, recognize it is not my accent, but now specifically, the idea also of the accent that automatically is supplied by the channel subconscious to the words that are utilized in interpreting the concepts of our thought has to do specifically with the very strong gate on the Isle of Man.
Whoa.
For it is deep within the channel subconscious of a very strong connection there. And it has to do with the opening of many doorways and the exploration of the subterranean aspects of the group consciousness that your world is. It is our particular flavor or entry point into your world in many ways for many reasons.
Erin Gobra.
We thank you for your sharing and your synchronicity in allowing us to open that particular doorway and aspect of the collective consciousness that we are with you this night of your time.
Thank you so much, Bashar. You're always full of surprises.
So are you all.
This is true.
You'll keep us hopping, I'll tell you that. We thank you.
One more thing.
Please.
Yes. Is it possible to ask for a message from the Dreamers tonight? Daryl's wearing his dolphin t-shirt, and I think that would be...
Then for now,
wonderful.
recognize that the symbology is message enough. If you focus upon it, you will find that from time to time, as you catch yourself unawares, there will be messages coming in. If you utilize the symbol itself, you will click into that frequency and messages will be received by you, which will be played out later, perhaps in your dream realities or physical lives.
This is true. It's happening all the time. Thank you very much.
We thank you. Sharing.
Good evening, Bashar.
And to you, one moment. As we have also shared the idea that our thoughts are translated, not only what you perceive to be vocally, but also some of the communication we are having with you, let us say the spillover, is translated in the physical motions you see undertaken by the channel's body many times with what you call the hand movements to reinforce not only what is being communicated auditorily to you, but also to let you know there are other levels of communication taking place from us to you. The third methodology, unspoken of as of yet, and no accident involved in this, many times are the actual graphic symbols upon the channel's body. For the visual clues in this way, and the individuals that may from time to time provide some of the visual clues that are worn from time to time also are conducive to the opening up of communication with you on yet other levels that you have not even suspected. Thank you. A trinary method of communication, as befits the triads in which we function.
Sure, I've been very interested in painting since I was 2 years old.
No, right?
Is there any information that you could give me that might help me to remove whatever barriers I have
What barriers do you have
creating in that way?
Have you painted?
Some. Not as much as I would like to.
How much would you like to?
I'd like to do it every day.
Why don't you?
That's the question.
What's the answer?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking
Well,
you.
in your estimation, what prevents you from painting every day?
I have not the foggiest notion.
Let's put it this way. Are you now going to paint every day?
I doubt it.
What would you like to paint?
Mostly landscapes.
All right. Any particular type?
No, just landscapes and seascapes.
All right, land and seascapes. Now, when you paint, what do you do? Where do you go? How do you set up? How do you begin? How long do you paint when you paint? How often do you paint?
Well, it's usually from 3 to 5 hours at a time.
All right.
And an ordinary easel and paint setup.
How many times in what you would call your average week or month, if you prefer?
Used to be once a week. It's not anymore.
What is it now?
Once a month.
All right.
Once every 6 months.
All right. Now, when you are painting, how do you feel?
Magnificent.
Magnificent. And when you are not?
Somewhat less than that.
All right. May I suggest something? Yes, no, maybe.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Begin, if you wish, to understand everything in life as a painting, for you have literally painted everything you experience. The astral you, the dream you, is a magnificent painter. Look at what you have done. Look at your canvas all around you, shining with bright, iridescent colors, light and light. Look at the painting. Now, one of the reasons that you may be holding back from the expression in your typical terms, paint upon easel, upon canvas in that way, maybe because you are placing a little bit of invalidation upon the painting of life itself. Because you do not believe that there are, in that sense, inherent within life, the beautiful things that are a painting in and of itself, you may be creating a little bit of apathy within you about the painting in which you already exist, and so you perhaps find no inspiration to paint, not necessarily thinking that your paintings can capture what you believe is missing in the painting of your life. What would it take to inspire you? What does it take to inspire you now? What inspires you?
Beauty in any form.
Beauty in any form. Do you recognize that life itself, even when you are not physically painting, is beauty in every form?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Then why is it less magnificent when you are not physically painting than when you are?
I think maybe that sometimes my representation isn't as true as what I perceive in my own universe.
Do you mean your representation on the canvas?
That's right.
So you feel that you come up short.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel you cannot express it as magnificently as you think you should.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right. However, in putting upon that canvas at any given moment the best that you know how to do, you are expressing an absolute perfect manifestation, a full manifestation. Remember, anything you do at any given moment is perfect for what it is and has no business being compared to anything else for relative merit. You understand?
Yes.
It is a part of the landscape. Your painting is a part of the present landscape. It belongs there if you have the urge to do it. Don't judge it. Let it fit in. And do remember, no matter what you tend to think about it, you are painting, as many painters do, windows for other individuals as well to see through. And other individuals will get many services, many enjoyments out of your painting. You know you will always change. You know you will always expand, and you know that another painting that you do may be, in your terms, a more expanded expression of the magnificence of life that you feel. Mm-hmm. In no way, shape, or form does that mean you have to discount the paintings you have already done, or similar to discounting the things you have done in the past that you no longer prefer to do. If you discount them, you do not allow them to form the base upon which the next painting can occur. Okay. Each painting that you do forms the very canvas for the next painting you are able to do in all aspects of your life. Do not invalidate them for the way they come out, feeling them to come up short. They are perfect for what they are at that moment.
Okay.
Do you think, as your sun sets, that even though a particular object may reflect different degrees and colors of light at different times, that any one of those reflections at any given moment is anything less than any other reflection?
No.
Then allow all angles of light to illuminate all aspects of your life. Enjoy what you do for the moment. Then do something else that you enjoy.
Oh, it's marvelous.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sharing.
Good evening, Bashar.
On to you.
This is my first time here.
You say so.
Yes. No. I always remember. I got that. I always remember or usually I should say, remember my dreams. Lately, my dreams have been more glorious, and I've been happier in my dreams than I have been in my real life.
Now's the time for you to recognize that your dream and physical reality are the same reality. You have created a separation in those two realities because your society is in the habit of thinking they are two separate ideas and that they think the dream reality is not even real. Now you know that you create, once again, the painting, the blueprint in your dream reality for what your physical life can be. All you need to do is remember that you are now blending your physical reality and your dream reality. They are one reality. As you begin to live your dreams, all of that happiness will transfer into your physical dream as well, because your physical reality is a dream. Is a dream. Is a dream.
I thought that might be. I have had psychic dreams, and it didn't frighten me at the beginning, but it does frighten me now, and I don't know why.
Again, to some degree, it is because of the separation that you have created. And now that you know you are connected into everything, you are simply recoiling at the degree of power you are. Because you are beginning to consciously awaken into the fourth density dream of being aware that you are the creator of your reality. And for now, many of you are still a little jittery with that concept.
So that is, shall we say, normal?
Yes, it is natural. Okay?
Natural, okay.
For now. It will change. Allow yourself to do something with the energy, with the ecstasy. Do the things in your physical life that excite you the most, that are more representational of what you perceive the ecstasy of the dream reality to be. Live your dreams in physical terms. And then you will blend the two worlds. You will know that everyone is psychic, because being psychic is only consciously knowing that you are connected to everything.
Oh, that's
That
wonderful.
is all it is. Some of you still fear that because you don't think you can contain that without exploding.
That's true.
That is all.
That's very good.
You are learning to hold your ecstasy. You are learning that you are big enough to contain it. All of it.
Oh, that's lovely.
It is a passing symptom, what you are going through. Little bit of the fourth density flu.
I do have one question more to ask. My dreams may have something to do with, I'm sure they do. I have to move. I have 2 poodles and a cat. Do you see me finding something soon? Please?
Do you have to move, or do you want to move?
I have to move. I do not want to move.
Why don't you want to move?
Because I'm very happy where I am.
Do you think that you could be happy where you are moving to?
If I could find a place, if...
Answer the question.
Okay, you lost me. Would I be happy?
Let's back up.
Okay.
You have poodles and cats. Do you enjoy having poodles and cats?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. No doubt about it. Yes?
No doubt about it. No doodle-boodle.
Then what you are implying is that having poodles and cats, a thing that represents what excites you the most, creates and attracts into your life the circumstance that you now must move. Yes?
Well, I don't have to move because of them.
Why?
Well, I have to move because the people that have the property want to move where I am. So they want me out so they can move in.
All right.
But I'm having difficulty finding a place that would take 2...
You have poodles and cats.
Yeah. Back to
You. Since you know that is representative of what excites you the most, you are the idea of being with poodles and cats. You do not come any other way. Therefore, whatever idea at any given moment you are that is representative of what you know you are all about must have a niche in the universe to fit into. Must.
Okay.
Therefore, relax and allow the niche to present itself to you, because as soon as you relax and know that you have to fit in somewhere, otherwise you would not exist in the frame of reference that you do, because nothing that doesn't fit in the universe can exist in a frame of reference that doesn't have a place to be. So as soon as you know you fit, you will attract the obvious, automatic, coincidental opportunity to show you that you know you fit. You don't believe you fit, so you can't see the obvious path. Let yourself know you fit, and the fit will find you. You
Yes,
follow me?
yes, absolutely.
All right.
I understand. In my heart, I understand too.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
So, allow yourself to also know again that everything happens within perfect timing. Perfect timing. It is, in your sense, timing for you to move. Or they would never have told you they wanted to live where you are. You understand?
Yes.
Everything fits perfectly. There are no extraneous creations in the universe. No sloppy leftovers. Everything, whether your analytical mind thinks it can make sense of it or not, everything has a reason for being a part of any event, down to the smallest, tiniest, most infinitesimal detail. Nothing is an accident. Nothing. No exception. Zero. You follow me?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All you need to do is trust it. I guarantee 100% that if you trust that you know who you are and you trust that you fit, the universe will then be able to show you that you fit, because you will allow it to show you, which it is always doing if you let it.
That's wonderful, because everybody said to me, get rid of the dogs, get rid of the cat. And I did. I guess I didn't realize that I do fit with them in the universe.
If
Absolutely.
you realize that they are a part of what you prefer, then that's how you fit.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank them. Chatting.
Good evening.
And who you?
I block my dreams. I can't remember my dreams at all.
There is not necessarily anything negative about that. Again, remember that a dream, what you call a dream upon awakening, is your ability to remember that you have been doing something while you are asleep. But the idea is that as you separate the physical and the non-physical reality into two segregative, separate realities, you then create the idea that you need that dream to remember that they are connected. When you begin to live your dreams, generally you may find that you will not remember as many dreams typically as you used to, because you're in the process of blending them into one idea. So in a sense, you are never really waking up out of the dream. You are still living it, and so nothing has to come to an end so you can wake up in another reality where you remember that you were doing something somewhere else. Because you're still doing the original dream. And it flows into your physical life, and you are alert and awake in both realities, and you never wake up out of the dream that is common to both realities. Now, that is one reason why individuals may not have recollection now in this transformational age of what you typically call a dream, which is only a symbolic interpretation of an experience, generally. There can be other reasons. Sometimes individuals may block certain avenues of information to themselves, so they will not have to face certain things they do not think they wish to face, they are afraid to face. Sometimes you will block information because you don't want to know what it is in your physical life, because to know it would not allow you to live your physical life spontaneously. Because in your dream state, you plan out everything you do day by day by day. That is what deja vu generally is all about. When you finally get to the end of an experience you have purposely blocked, and then you remember, allow yourself to remember that you planned all this out, of course it feels like you did it all over again. You have done it before. You remembered that you planned it all out, and now that you're at the end of the experience, you're allowed to remember that, and that's your deja vu experience.
Thank you.
Now, let me simply ask you, are you doing in your life what excites you the most?
Yes.
All right. What do you imagine you would get out of remembering your dreams that you are not getting now?
Being able to control them.
Control
Learn
your
how to
dreams?
control them. I'm trying to do that now.
Trying, all right.
Yes.
Why do you think you need to control them, and in what way do you think you need to control them? If you don't even remember them, how do you know there is something there that needs controlling?
You're right. Thank you.
And if you are living your dreams, living them in your physical reality, and you're doing what excites you, then they are under control. Because your physical reality and your dream reality is one. It
Yes.
is under your control.
Beautiful. Thank you so very much, Bashar.
Keep it simple.
Yes, sir.
Pleasant dreams.
Thank you.
Sharing.
Bashar, my name is Karen Chow. Are you familiar with me?
Not yet.
Not yet.
As you share, you open doors that we then have access to. What do you wish to share?
Ramtha has cleared me for channeling, and I pick up people, and they like overlap me, and I feel, if it's a man, I feel beard and mustache. And
All right.
And when they talk to me, my mouth speaks their words.
Yes, so
Okay, but it's not my thinking.
we understand you are forming junctions with their emotional bodies, and you are acting as reflections in that sense, psychically attuning and channeling by identifying with them in that way. You are matching their vibrational frequency so that you become a mirror reflection of who and what they are in that way. And even though you may have had assistance from what you call another consciousness, you are the one that must always clear yourself for channeling.
Mm-hmm. There's one particular person that I'm channeling as a male, and I feel very attached to him, and yet I can't reach him or connect with him on a physical level.
All right. Why, in your terms, do you think you need to?
I don't know. I just feel attached to him.
All right. Attached you are. Now, you are, in a sense, using that to some degree as a lure. You are using that as a lure to draw you through a series of circumstances that you are about to go through to allow you to learn certain things you need to learn, so that by the time you draw yourself perhaps to that individual, you will then be the person you need to be, who will then be capable of appreciating and interacting with that individual in the way you agreed to. You are not quite yet the person who would be able to truly, in a relaxed and loving way, receive that interaction on the level you agreed to, in terms of a face-to-face. But you are using that energy as a beacon to draw yourself there, and it will draw you, as you draw it, to each other through a series of circumstances and life events that will allow you to grow, nourish yourself, expand, trust, relax, love, create, and experience ecstasy, so that by the time you face-to-face meet, you will then be the individual that originally made the agreement before this physical life. You follow me?
All right. I was thinking, the person who he says he is he necessarily who he says he is, or?
Right now, that may be mostly an interpretation that is necessary in the moment. We would simply suggest that you trust the essence rather than the label. The label is a convenience. It assists with the guidance, but it is not necessarily something to absolutely lock onto. It is simply a lure to allow you at any given moment to decide whether what is being offered is the direction you prefer or not. And to learn to trust your own instincts about your own integrity with regard to what you prefer to be true for you in your reality. There are going to be many polarities that you will explore at various stages of this interaction to allow you to center, balance, and strengthen yourself within the absolute assurance of what lifestyle and ideas you believe are most reflective of the individual, the blended balance of male and female energy within yourself that you perceive yourself to be, regardless of what anyone else says. You follow?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Does that assist you?
Yes, thank you.
Allow yourself to know that as you relax this evening of your time as well, and center in a meditative state, we will suggest that you simply envision a rosy golden sphere of light and allow your guides to assist in sharing with you the degree of their love for you, so that you can learn from their example that you deserve that degree of love from you to yourself as well. And that will assist you greatly.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.